Okay, hi Janie, this is Robin. I don't know how to switch my phone back and forth, so you're not going to see me in this, but we went over to the club just to give you an idea of how we do our flow in this new club partner model. And I know flow is critical for you. You're a flow expert, so I want to talk about flow first. And I got to tell you, because of the flow that we have, it made the adjustments that we made along the way for the club partner model so much easier. So this is our club. There's the front door, and then here's our walls that need a little bit of attention. But anyway, so people first come up to here and they'll check into our POS system. We have 2 iPads, and then after they check in as a new or existing, then they come over here and they fill out a ticket. They just put their name and then what they'd like, and then they walk over here. And they usually have some questions about our T-bombs and that. And then they come to the counter. Hi, Don! Hi. So when they come to the counter, then they'll come in here and they'll place their order. Now we're doing 70 to 80 T-bombs a day. And so we have our T-bombs and our hot tea available right here. And that's an empty counter right now, but that would be where we put our T-bombs. So they place their order on the POS. And then we have an app called the Flock that it's just an in-house app. They come 20 times, they get a free shake. They come on their birthday, they get an extra shot of aloe, that type of thing. And I got this from Lainey Schwartz, and it's worked out really super well for us, so that's another idea. And then here is our old box of member cards. This thing used to be full, and we just discontinued them because it slowed down the process. It was antiquated. There was always an error somewhere along the line. And so we're going to be using the Flock and putting our buy 10 cards, actually can do it with that. So that's one part of your question, is we are getting rid of the card box that we've used since the beginning of the Nutrition Club here to do that. So then after they place their order and after they pay, they come over here to this counter, and this evolved from the fact that I was doing the club all by myself and I needed to not touch everything. So we actually have, here's our aloe and our little aloe cups where people actually self-serve aloe. And people just don't abuse this. I mean, once in a blue moon, some will take 2 shots because they have a sore throat. I mean, the fact that they're doing it themselves and I don't have to touch it, yes, that's a frog there, is super huge on my time factor. And then here are our tea containers. We actually have them self-serve their tea if they get a tea. Most people don't, they get T-bombs, but still, this takes things off of what I have to touch. So then, how it works on this side of the counter, and you're just seeing this is just not put together because it's, we haven't opened up. But we have 2 tills. So when people come up, then, could you sign into the POS here? We have cash drawer number 1 and cash drawer number 2. Girl, it is not fancy. We actually put a 2 on here so we can remember. But every time someone comes in, they're either going to be a 1 or a 2, which means station 1 or station 2. And it's easy to keep track of. I'm not sure if you're using the point of sale, but you just get to pick. So if you see that, I don't know if you can see this, but you choose what operator. Say Michael Johnson comes in today, and Michael's shake was underneath Robin. Great. You know that you have to change it for the next shake to be, say, Brendan. So we don't have to do anything else besides just choose between the 2, and there's only 2 operators making shakes at once right now. We're hoping to get to, by the middle of January, to be averaging 125. So that we might get another station on. That's the goal, but right now we have 2. So if it's a number 1, you pay for it out of the number 1 cash drawer if it's cash. If it's a number 2, out of the number 2 cash drawer. And with the POS, if it's a number 1, you just choose the operator's name, swipe the card, and it takes care of it for you. So we use PayPal and the POS, that's all figured out for you, and then you just have to remember to put the right cash in the right drawer. And then for our T-bombs, this is actually split in half. So the left side is station number 1, and all the T-bomb ingredients, the aloe and the tea, are all here for the person who's running till to make the tea lift off an aloe, or number 1 here, and then the second person's are number 2 here. So that way the T-bombs are split in half and the cash is split in half. And then when you go over here to the counter, if this was a full day, this whole section here would be all the products for station number 1. And then over here, it would be all the products for station number 2. Now, and it alternates. It doesn't matter who makes whose shakes. If it's, you know, number 2 person can be making number 1s, you just have to make sure you make it out of the correct product. But then, if, for instance, shake maker number 1 runs out of vanilla PDM, then that shake gets passed on to number 2. And everybody's really okay with that. And what it does is it just encourages them to go place an order. Because there's nothing like having bought your product and wanting to sell your product and you have to pass it up because you don't have what you need. And every time people have gone, the minute there's a break, they go order more product. So that's how the flow works there. And we always have at least 3 people here. And we still have people volunteer as well. But many times, I'm the 3rd person in the mix. Now, whether I'm doing till or station 1 or station 2, we kind of float with that just a little bit, because I may be training a new person, a number 2 person. I'll do on number 1 shake making so that I can coach them. I want to be wherever I need to be coaching and training. And then how we get this all